Friday night lights, the battle is here. The roar of the crowd cuts through the fear. Pads are cracking, sweat hits the ground. It's 4th and 1. We're the kings of this town. Ride up strong, eyes locked, no retreat. We hit the field with fire, no room for defeat. We don't just play, we dominate the scene. From kickoff to the whistle, we're living the dream. Start strong, finish strong, dominate everything in between.
Okay, bring it in. Bring it in. Listen up. Listen up. I'm Coach Mickey. You're here on 4th and 1 Mindset. And if this is your first time on my field, come on in, bring it in, take a knee, get comfortable. And for those of you that join my locker room on a regular basis and you're out here on the field with me, thank you for being here. Thank you for always supporting me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you have somebody you need to share this podcast with, please do. I welcome that. And remember to like and subscribe. Also, if you have not received a copy of my 4th and 1 Mindset, it is now available on Amazon. And you'll find it in the links below, or you can just click on it. Click on my name and it'll drive you right to my website. But thank you guys for being here. I'm really excited because today I want to talk about something that I think a lot of us think we have, or we're not realizing what we need. And I've seen this on and off the field over the years and so many times. And what I'm talking about is drive and passion and desire. And I've seen it time and time again. And it's not one of our biggest opponents that we're facing across the line of scrimmage. And it's not the scoreboard, it's not the weather, it's not our environment, it's not the team. What's the real battle? It's actually our mindset. It's what's happening in your inner locker room. And when you hear me say inner locker room, I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about your thoughts. I'm talking about the things that you're allowing to surface or keep you from doing things or moving you forward each and every day. And mindset is so, so important. And I'll give you an example. I had a season with a team, and we were stacked. We had all kinds of athletic talent. We had speed, we had size, and we had the skill. And we had an incredible coaching staff that all got along well and were very tuned in, not only with each other as a staff, but we did really well with the kids, and we could grow this team in a way that we never thought we could do before. But one of the things that we noticed as we started breaking down film and we were running drills and we were doing everything we possibly could to bring a winning team, I guess, with the X's and O's, the one thing that we found was missing was the drive, the inner drive. And it is so sad when you have got a team full of such athletes, but the one thing that's missing is the inner drive. We ended up finished 2-8 that season. And not because we weren't capable, it's because we weren't committed. And their mental game just wasn't there. You know, there was other players that just showed up for practice and they wore their jerseys, but what they didn't bring is they didn't bring the right mindset. And what really was frustrating for me was because on this same team, I had 2 extraordinary players. And one of them was deaf, and it was his first year playing football. And he was so excited and so inspired and had the passion and the drive to be the best defensive end he possibly could be. He would work with me before practice, after practice. He would do things on his own. We'd work together on the weekends. And he had set a goal. He said he wanted to rank number 1 in the country in sacks that year. And every game, he just excelled. I mean, he was on top of it, whether it was a hurry, whether it was a sack, and he kept track of it. By the end of the season, he finished number 2 in the state of California, and he ranked number 10 in the country in sacks. He was relentless. And what was the reason? What made him outstanding than the other guys? It was because he had drive. And in his inner locker room, he did not see failure as an option. He did not see anything less than finishing the season as number 1 or where he wanted to go. And I was so proud of him. And to see that in someone, forget about the fact that he was an athlete and it was football, just seeing that type of mindset in anyone makes them unstoppable. I don't care if you're trying to start a business. I don't care if you're trying to do something different. If you need change, when you have the right mindset that says, I'm going to do this regardless of what's thrown at me, the obstacles, the knowledge, whatever it may be, whatever thing you think is piled against you, and not allowing it to take away from what you're looking to do. That's what's going to make you unstoppable. But unfortunately, the rest of the team, I couldn't reach them. I just couldn't. And it showed. It really did. And they gave minimal effort. A lot of them were checked out. And I'm not the type of coach that screams. I just not. And I don't like to use physical work as punishment because after a while they just begin to resent it. I believe in conditioning and getting better. But telling somebody to just do something to the point where they're hurting or throwing up, it just doesn't work for me. And I notice a lot of times it doesn't work for my guys. I find other ways to be able to make them understand and do what they need to do to take responsibility for something that they need to be aware of. Uh, One day I had actually sat down with the guys and because I'm seeing this as it was pretty much halfway through the season. And I said to them, I said, I'm here to work with you to help you become better athletes and more importantly, become better people. And I can teach you drills and I can show you plays and I can be here to answer your questions and help you thrive. But what I can't give you is inner drive. I can't even install passion. Actually, no coach can. That has to come from you. And greatness really starts with a decision. It starts with your willingness to show up mentally, to lean into it, especially when it's hard and you care enough to commit. And the commitment has to come from you, not from somebody pushing you to commit or forcing you to commit. You have to want it with every fiber of your being if you really want to excel. Because I'll tell you right now, hype is going to fade, but drive stays. And knowing your why, knowing exactly why you're doing something. Like this guy, he did it because he wanted it for himself. He wanted to show that his disability was not going to stop him from being an extraordinary player. He wanted it because he knew that if he put the time and energy into it, he could accomplish exactly what he wanted. And to watch this as a coach is just one of the most rewarding things that you can see, especially when somebody is thriving. So, what is drive? Drive is something that's going to get you up when no one's watching. It's what's going to make you stay up late. It's going to be the time where you're going to show up early and be the last one to leave. Or in your head, you're like, I've got one more rep. I can do one more thing towards this. No matter how tired you are, no matter how much time you have, you will always make that a priority. And you're going to find that just by doing one extra thing, one little choice, one different action, one more thing to excel you towards your goal, it's going to compound and you're going to start seeing the results. And you're going to see them faster than you had possibly imagined. And doing one more thing towards your goal is going to be something that only you can decide to do. Only you can spark that inspiration and that motivation. And your why is what's going to be the thing that fuels that. Nobody else can do it for you because excuses and reasons and other things and setbacks are going to be what's going to sneak up on you and tell you that you can't do it and why should you do it. And there'll be things that are going to happen. But what's going to keep you going is that why. Why do you have it? This journey is going to be part of something that you know the outcome is everything that you want. And I know there's going to be unavoidable things that are going to happen. And a lot of times I've seen it. I mean, I've even experienced it myself where I'm going really strong and something comes in and totally takes me out like a blitzing linebacker. But I get up, I brush myself off, and I go, you know what? This is not going to stop me. This is not going to allow me to not accomplish what I want. I'm not going to allow these things or these opinions or these situations or these events to take away from what I'm truly looking to achieve. And if I can tell you anything, champions are built from the inside out. They just are. You talk to any champion, any athlete, any person who has succeeded, and they will all have a story of something they've had to go through to get them to where they are today. and there'll always be a setback. But what makes them different, what makes them extraordinary, what makes them a champion is that they know how to have a comeback from a setback. And life isn't always going to keep things easy for you, and sometimes it's going to bring unnecessary pressure, but you're going to be able to deal with it. When you're strong in your conviction, and you're able to move yourself forward and know that your drive is the most important thing that you have and that your why, that these pressures aren't going to matter. They're not. You're going to look at them as so minor compared to what you want to accomplish. So I really am excited for you. Protect your why, protect your drive, protect everything that you find that you need for yourself. And I know you're going to do great. And your inner drive is going to determine how you're going to show up in your life. And your mindset is going to be amazing. And you're going to be able to find strength and courage in yourself that you didn't even know you had when you keep focusing on the reason why you're doing this. So I'm going to tell you something and leave you with this. Championships are not just one in the field, they're one in the locker room, your inner locker room. And the most important one you'll ever step into is your own mindset. So I appreciate you guys. I know you're going out there to do amazing things. And I know as a team and as individuals, you have got so much inside you that you haven't even brought out onto your own field. So until then, start strong and finish strong, and let's dominate everything in between. Let's go.
Start strong, finish strong, dominate everything in between. We belong. More than one mindset, we never regress. Fight as a team, we're built for success.